welcome to On the Couch. I'm your host, Nicole.
And I'm your co-host, Lindsay.
And today we are here with Greg Anmuth. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
No problem. How are you doing?
I'm all right. How about you guys?
Good.
Good.
We're
Thank
good.
you.
Now, we want to talk about a really cool show that's coming up here at Rowan that Greg has choreographed.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell us a little bit about your show?
Yeah, it's called Terra Potesta. It's an original story. My sister actually had a dream that she wrote down, and it was only like 3 pages, this dream. She just wrote it down, typed it out, and let it sit for a couple years. And last year, I decided to propose a dance show for the Lab Theater, and I was thinking, what can I do? So I picked up her dream, I wrote it out, kind of described it in more detail, and turned it into a dance script, and now the show is in 2 weeks.
Whoa. Wow. So
It was an original idea that your sister came up with, and you turned it into a show. How did you go about, actually getting all the dancers needed and everything and planning the whole entire show?
Well, the Lab Theater helped me with planning auditions. We held them the first weekend in December, I believe. And I had the dancers come in, do some movement. I asked them a couple questions. We warmed up. And then I contacted them via email over winter break and said, you know, congratulations, you're going to be a part of Terra Potesta. You know, read the story, get familiar.
awesome.
Wow.
How'd you come up with the title?
The title, actually, my sister did come up with it. It's in Latin. It means Masters of the Earth. And it has something to do with the story that I'm not going to reveal. But it is a pretty major element in the entire show.
Wow.
So can you give us like a little synopsis of what the dream was about?
Yeah, sure. Terra Potesta is actually a town, and the main character, it's kind of like a Dorothy meets kind of like an Alice in Wonderland type feel, where the main character is sent to this town. She kind of just wakes up, and she sees a sign that says Terra Potesta, population 193, and 195, sorry, add 2. And she walks into the town, and she starts to see all these strange things. She's meeting people with names like P and B that they're telling her to, if you're ever in town again, look me up. That's actually a recurring theme throughout the story, and she's just very confused the entire time. The end is actually, it's an open end. My sister left it as an open end. And in the dance piece, we go past the story that she wrote.
Okay.
So we find that end that she had, and then we go a little bit past that to describe and kind of tell the backstory of what actually happened. But in the story, she meets a woman in this huge, like, enormous woman that is dressed in this beautiful African style dress. And she looks at her and she says, "Where am I?" She's confused. Who are these people? Who's P? Who's B? Why are they telling me to look them up? And the African woman, all she does is force a little, like a pill down her throat. And she just pushes her and she says, you take the pill. And the girl asks, "Well, what is it?" And she just says, "Earth." And that's how the story ends. And in the dance piece, we go past that moment and we kind of describe what is happening.
Okay.
Wow. That was such an amazing dream. That
Yeah,
you
that's,
had.
that's a dream that she had?
I know. I'm like,
And actually, the original story that she wrote out, it got picked up for a compilation ebook in England, and you can actually buy the story on Amazon.com. The book is called Campfire Stories, and it's through the Emerging Light series. And yeah, Terra Potesta is one of the stories within,
Nice plug for your sister
within
in
the
there.
book. Yeah,
That was
why
good.
not?
That was
Cool.
good. What made her want to write down a dream like this?
She actually has been writing for a couple of years now. She wrote a couple novels, a lot of poems. For her birthday, actually, I put a bunch of her stories together and gave it to her in like a little book. But yeah, she's been writing a lot, and this is just one thing that she writes down some of her dreams.
Wow.
And this is just one that I really grew attached to.
Now, I know you're a dancer, too. You're actually president of Dance Extensions.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about what your involvement with that is? Is it hard to balance with
No,
with
actually.
this and that?
Paul, our advisor, Paul Turner, I'm sure a lot of people have taken class with him. He's quite the character. He's supported me a lot through this, and Melanie Stewart, the head of theater and dance, has supported me a lot through this. They're actually my 2 advisors for the show. And they've given me some great constructive ideas. They're helping me out with like budgets and things. So thank you to Dance Extensions for, they're actually going to buy our lights for us for the production. Yeah, which is a huge cost. I'm really grateful for that. But yeah, it wasn't hard to balance at all, actually. We rehearse Monday and Tuesday. Dance Extensions is on the weekends.
Okay.
So they didn't really interfere too much. And I have some company members in my cast as well.
Okay.
All right, great.
That
So
makes sense.
can you tell us like when we can come see the show or how we can get tickets for it?
Yeah, all the tickets are sold at the door. It's in the Lab Theater, which is in the bottom floor of Bunce Hall. And the show, it opens March 1st, Thursday, March 1st at 8 o'clock. There's also performances Friday, March 2nd, 8 o'clock. Saturday, there's 2 shows. There's a 2:30 matinee, that's March 3rd, and there's, again, there's the 8 o'clock show. And then Sundays are closing matinee at 2:30.
Awesome. Cheating off the poster there a little bit.
Yeah, well, I had to look over.
I do love the design of the poster, though. The graffiti
Yeah, I
and
have
the
to thank
paint.
Lauren
It's really
D'Alessandro
nice.
for that. She actually I met her and I asked her if she could do it, and she did it within like a week.
Wow.
Yeah, she's
It's
really
amazing.
talented.
Design.
Really talented.
And that's actually your cast in the pictures, right?
Yeah, the girl who's screaming in the front, her name's Aileen. She is the main character in the story,
Okay.
and she's the one that experiences all the. She meets P, she meets B, and she meets
Okay.
the Earth Woman. And in the back, they're kind of white blurs. You might not be able to see it, but it's Heather Arroyo and Sam DeBonis,
Awesome.
2 of my cast
Okay,
members.
well, March 1st is Greg's opening night of Terra Potesta, so make sure you check that out in Bunce. Thank you, Greg, for coming on the show.
Thanks for
Thank you
having me.
Appreciate it. All right, and we will be right back with more on the couch.
1, 2, 3, hit it.